Hello and welcome back to Wanderland. Today we have a very special Christmas afternoon tea at the Dorchester Hotel. So come along with me down the rabbit hole and we'll experience it together.
Christmas is coming, the snowflakes will be falling. It's the most wonderful time of year. So hang up your stockings, put the tinsel on the tree, because Christmas is coming, my dear. It's the only time of year the reindeer fly. You can see them on their sleigh ride across the sky. Gather all your family.
Well, hello. It looks like we made it down the rabbit hole together to this beautiful restaurant inside of the Dorchester Hotel called the Promenade, and it is a Christmas afternoon tea, the most wonderful time of the year, and here we are again together. So I want to start off by wishing you all Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you choose to celebrate. There's so much to celebrate this time of year. So cheers, and let's have a lovely afternoon tea together. So it's a little bit different here at the Dorchester for afternoon tea. We're having the festive afternoon tea, like I said before. It starts off at 129 pounds a person, and that does include a glass of Clotted rabbit juice. Now, if you want different kinds of rabbit juice, your prices are only going to go up, but that's okay. We're going to have this. It is Christmas, so that's what we're doing. I've already received my savory options. They're already on a plate in front of me, so it's a little different. It's not in a normal traditional afternoon tea tower. So what I have first, I have a amuse-bouche, and then I also have my sandwiches on a nice plate. So let's go over the menu really quick, because I think that's pretty important for your afternoon tea. So let's start off with our menu selections. I'm going to show you what we have to eat, and then we'll go over the menu as well. So the first thing I see is a lovely amuse-bouche, and that is a savory spice sable. It has smoked duck, green peppercorn, candied orange, and it has almond and pistachio. Then we move on to our sandwiches. And what we have is a Savor and Wye smoked salmon, Marie Rose sauce, and lemon on rye bread. We have English cucumber, pine cream, and sorrel on white bread. Cambridge bronze turkey, cranberry, chestnut, pork stuffing on malt bread. Ooh, I love turkey. Clarence Court truffled egg mayonnaise on white bread, and I was told it was with black truffles. Very nice. And then finally, a Dorrington ham, pear chutney, and watercress on onion bread. It all looks lovely. Everything looks nice and fresh. So let's get into it. What I was noticing on the menu, there is a traditional afternoon tea as well as a vegan afternoon tea. What I'm going to do is leave both pictures of the menu in my community tab on my YouTube page, so you can check them out at your leisure. So this is very different from the description that I have on my menu to what I'm having on my plate here is completely different. For my amuse-bouche, it's more of a savory cheesecake, and it has a lot of flavors of mango in it. And I do taste some stronger cheese with it, but yeah, it has a little bit of pistachio, and I believe that is a piece of smoked duck on the top of it. It's very, very nice. It really awakens my palate. I'm like salivating to continue on. So far, so good. But it seems like it's a little different than what it says on the menu. Oh, what do you do, right? I will say this is a very, very generous pour for, a champagne included in your afternoon tea. So it's very nice. I love the glasses. I did see you can buy a set of these flutes as well as a bottle of Clotted in the gift shop. That sounds like a very fancy Christmas present, don't you think? I wanted to give a little shout out to Ginny from the Bay Area. I just got a chance to meet you in person. It was really nice to make your acquaintance, and I'm glad that you've been watching the channel and it helped you to come to the Dorchester for this afternoon tea. So thank you again, Jenny, for watching, and see you next time. Well, let's get into the sandwiches now. So the first thing I have is Dorchester ham with pear chutney with watercress on onion bread. It smells delightful, and the bread is super, super soft. And it looks like there's a few layers of ham too. So all in all, I cannot wait to try this ham sandwich. Well, that was really nice. The ham was very, very succulent. That onion bread really was the star of the show. The ham with pear chutney really, really worked. I see a little bit of watercress, didn't really taste it, but all in all, yeah, a very, very, very nice sandwich. I think the naughty Christmas spirit has just sprung upon me. Or as you know, when I feel comfortable and very happy, I order a bottle of rabbit juice. So that's what I did against my better judgment. But you know what? It's Christmas. Yay! Yes. I think I have to, because I want to enjoy myself here. I have to set the pace of the afternoon tea. That's something that you need to do, for sure. When you come to afternoon teas here in London, set your own pace. Do not feel like you have to hurry up. You are a very important customer, just like anybody else, so take your time and enjoy your surroundings and the opulency of afternoon tea. Well, you know, the missing bit of this puzzle piece was there was no music, but now there is somebody playing the piano for us. So we have a lovely music in the background. I just love live music. How about you guys? I just think it's so nice. You know, it's very relaxing, but in the same way, kind of peppy, and it just works. It works in a beautiful hotel, that's for sure. Next sandwich is a Savor and rye smoked salmon with Marie rose sauce, a lemon on rye bread. So let's give it a go. Now that was really, really delicious. There was a lot of smoked salmon in that, but it had the addition of the Marie rose sauce, which is kind of like the English way of doing a cocktail sauce. So it gave it a little bit more of a oomph other than just having cream cheese like I normally find it, or with butter. So yeah, this was very nice. There was hints of lemon in there as well, which really elevated that smoked salmon. It was very good. No complaints at all, except where's my rabbit juice? Yay! Thank you, perfect. My own bubbles. No sooner than I wondered where my rabbit juice was, it arrived. Now I have my own festive Christmas bubbles. I was just informed also by my waitress that if I would like more sandwiches, it's not a problem. They will refill those sandwiches. Now David would be very happy to hear that. Now this one sounds very unique. I hope it delivers on its promise. It's English cucumber with pine cream on white bread. Christmas is a pine tree, isn't it? I mean, that is the scent of the season. So let's hope this little cucumber sandwich lives up to its reputation. Now that was incredibly unique. Wow. So generally, you think of pine, you know, like a fragrance of the holidays, like I just said. But I don't think I've really ever eaten pine. And you know, it works really well with cucumbers. So I'm okay with it. But it's very interesting because it really takes over your palate. It really, really does. But boy, you know, I wouldn't have this any other time of year, but give me the Dorchester at Christmas. I'm gonna have pine in my cucumber sandwiches. Okay, you know how much I enjoy truffled egg mayonnaise. And this one looks like it's gonna be a winner. Boy, can I smell the black truffles. It is a Clarence Court egg mayonnaise with truffles on white bread. Now, Clarence Court are the kinds of eggs that I buy at home. They are the orangest yolked eggs in the world. They must be very, very happy chickens. This sandwich lived up to its high expectations. Wow, can you see all of the black truffle pieces inside of this egg mayonnaise? Unbelievable. But you know, I love truffles, so I don't know if you love it as much as I do, but I really love that earthy taste of them. And the egg mayonnaise itself was nicely chopped up. It wasn't mushy, it was just nicely chopped. So there was definitely flavor and texture with it. Yeah, it was seasoned perfectly. I am really thankful for this one. Oh, that was last month, wasn't it? Thanksgiving, right? But yeah, I'm very thankful for this truffled egg mayonnaise. Good job, Dorchester. Good job. More, please. I would like some more rabbit juice.
Christmas is here again! Ho, 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 ho.
Alas, we're at the end of our sandwiches. The last thing I have is a Cambridge bronze turkey with cranberry and pork stuffing on malt bread. It smells delightful. I cannot wait to try this. This is the epitome of the Christmas feasting. This sandwich was very, very succulent. I recall the first time I was at the Dorchester, they did a tarragon and chicken sandwich. The same kind of very succulent, soft, gorgeous meat. Yeah, delicious. The turkey with the pork was very delicious. But then you had the hit of the cranberry, and there was a bit of lettuce in there, so there was some crunch. Yeah, I will tell you, every single sandwich has been lovely. The bread has been very, very, very soft. It feels like each of these sandwiches have been made for me, especially since Buttergate is over. If you know, you know. But yeah, lovely, lovely sandwich, beautiful bread, beautiful fillings. They've done a great job with this holiday spread, definitely. As I mentioned before, if you want more sandwiches, they're readily available. And I was very naughty. It wasn't for my belly, it was my greedy mouth. And I ordered one more egg mayonnaise with truffle. I couldn't help it, right? I couldn't. So I will enjoy this one as well. It does look like there's many different kinds of hot tea that you can have. So what I see, gosh, I found the one I'm going to have. I'm going to have organic cherrywood lapsang because you know I like the smoky teas. So this looks lovely. Now I'm wondering if you guys want me to post the tea menus or you're not even looking at them. You let me know in the comments if I need to do that for you because I would love to make you happy. Included in your festive afternoon tea, you can also order, besides tea, you can order hot chocolate or hot different kinds of coffees. So that always brings it a little bit nicer. Depending on what you're in the mood for, they can accommodate for you. I received my lovely organic cherrywood lapsang tea and oh, talk about smoky goodness. Let's try it. It is so perfect to not to have anything with it. It was served with a nice large jug of milk, I believe, but I just like it completely as it is, au natural. And it's smoky, it's deep, it's a black tea, but it's been smoked. That's why it's smoky. Clues in the name. But yeah, I wouldn't change a thing about this hot tea. And well, I would like it scalding hot because I really like hot tea. Do you like hot tea? Tell me down below, do you like kind of warm tea or do you like scalding hot tea where you have to go, yeah, that's how I like it. But this is delicious. All of my sweets and pastries have arrived and they are in their traditional tower. So on top I have all of my patisseries. Down below I have my plain and cream scones, or plain and raisin scones. And then I also have with it, I have clotted cream, I have cherry marmalade and strawberry jam. I'm gonna definitely go for that cherry marmalade. Where did the finger gun go? What is this? I'm in a very nice place. No, put that away. We are now going to have a seasonal selection from the chef. I'm not sure what it is. It kind of looks like a macaroon, but it might be frozen, I think. It's a palate cleanser. So let's give it a go and I'll tell you what it is once we try it. I broke into it and it definitely seems like it is kind of a macaroon kind of base, but let's try. Oh. Wow. 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 Okay. It's that good. I'm lost for words. Okay. Definitely a frozen bit inside of it. The shell, it tastes very much like candy floss or cotton candy. The middle almost tastes like it would be frozen yogurt because it's very, very dairy. It's delicious. I asked my waitress and she was so kindly to tell me that it was strawberry and an Earl Grey tea ice cream. So if you're not familiar with Earl Grey tea, it is a bergamot or an orange flavored kind of dessert. Tastes like cotton candy to me, especially the top part, but a beautiful, beautiful pre-dessert, and the chef knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's go on to our lovely plain and raisin scones. You know I'm gonna go for the raisin scones, and I'm also gonna go for cherry marmalade. I've never had cherry marmalade. Does that mean that perhaps it has orange in it? I don't know. Let's try it out together. I've got my scone. It is glistening on top. Ooh, and it broke apart just perfectly. Did you know you're supposed to break your scone apart and not use your knife and fork? That's something that took a long time for me to get used to. The scone and clotted cream were delightful. So the clotted cream was very pliable. It wasn't really hard. It was very, very pliable, very creamy. Now that cherry jam, it's been mulled in Christmas spices, you know, cinnamon, nutmeg, all of that. It was very, very lovely. It wasn't overly sweet. It was just how you would like to have it for the Christmas season. Yeah, beautiful. Lovely scone and clotted cream. Yeah, perfect. And I would like to also say these scones, they had a big, fat golden raisins or sultanas. So very nice, a lovely scone course. Something I noticed also here at this beautiful promenade restaurant is that every seating area is like your own place. Like I have my own little couch right here. Everyone has their own couch. You're not set next to. You actually have your own private space, which I think that's probably one of the reasons why I really love it here. I don't feel like I'm rushed in or out. It feels a very personal space. And it is now time to go on to our portion. And I'm looking forward to it. We have 4 lovely patisseries to go through. And let's start now. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I am very, very, very nervous about getting these little patisseries onto my plate. You know me, you know my track record with little delicacies. I hope we do not have a mishap here at the Dorchester. My first little delicacy is a Tahitian vanilla bavros with red fruit compote. It looks very festive, so let's give it a try. So that little delicacy was very, very nice. It was definitely a special vanilla, a Tahitian vanilla, because it was very vanilla. You know what that tastes like. And it feels like there was a bit of gelatin in it as well because there's a bit of spring to it. Now the red berry compote, that could be strawberry, raspberry, or red currant, anything in those red berry kind of family. So it gave that sweet but rather tart, which helped the sweetness of the whole dessert to kind of balance it out. And with that as well, there was a sable biscuit base, so a little crumbly base. A very, very nice start to our first sweets. My next little treat is spiced orange and coffee. It looks beautiful, and I can't wait to try it for you. That was absolutely glorious. So as you could see, there was a couple layers to it. There's orange marmalade and coffee praline. So you've got the moussey bit on top, but the praline underneath was crunchy with that coffee taste. So it's once again, it was the sweet and the rather, not tart, but orange and coffee. So it kind of balanced it out. It was beautiful. I loved the coffee praline underneath. Gave it a nice crunch. So yeah, a lovely, lovely little dessert. Our next selection is a cinnamon mousse with spiced pear compote and gingerbread. It looks lovely. It looks like a lovely little Christmas ornament or a bauble. So this little bauble, it was very nice. It will go very well with hot tea for sure. The outer rim was definitely gelatin based, so it had that springy thing just like the other treat that I tried, but there was spiced pear, gingerbread, and cinnamon. The whole idea of it makes definite sense, and it was tasty. I think there could have been a punch for it, but yeah, it was fine. It was a lovely little Christmas bauble, definitely. So remember something else here at the Dorchester. You have a specific time slot, and I was just told to wind it up in a very nice way, definitely. But my last dessert is a beautiful, beautiful little pine tree, a Christmas tree. And what it is, and I've given up on trying to put it over to a special plate. It is, let's see, a chocolate and caramel hazelnut crunch caramel chantilly. So let's give it a try. Definitely the best of the desserts. I'm glad I waited to the end to have this lovely little Christmas tree. It had kind of like a bittersweet chocolate inside. There was crunch. There was a bit of salt from the caramel. Yeah, it was beautiful. That was a delightful, delightful dessert. And yeah, no qualms with that whatsoever. So that brings us to the end of our Dorchester Christmas afternoon tea. What did I think? I thought it did not disappoint whatsoever. So cheers to the Dorchester. I would definitely give this a 5 out of 5 experience. It was wonderful. I think the surroundings were amazing. I think the waitstaff was top-notch, and the food was delightful. And I really, really enjoyed this very, very much. Thank you so much for joining me for this Christmas afternoon tea. And I look forward to seeing you next week, definitely. Next week, we've got so many afternoon teas for the new year, 2025. I look forward to seeing you down the rabbit hole with me. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you again. Bye-bye.